Hello everybody, I'd like to welcome you to my first little product review for some mobile speaker solutions. To be more precise, today we're talking about some ultra slim mobile solutions. If you ever were looking for some sound device, some mobile speaker, there are quite a bunch of products available on the market. Today we have here on the very left the Raikko XS super tiny speaker. Then next, very similar looking and very similar size, the goobay soundball, the wavemaster, and the altec lansing orbit speaker. I want to do a little comparison of these speakers to give you a little better overview. I came to this because I was looking for one of those things to have to enjoy my sound on the go, since my mobile phone offers very weak speakers and the sound quality is really bad. So I was trying to improve those. Well, let's start right away. The first three of them have are expandable speakers, meaning you have to open the case to release their full sound functionality. Let's look a little bit closer at these devices. The first two, the Raikko and the soundball, are very similar. They have, I believe, exactly the same size and seem to come from almost the same manufacturer, but we will see if there are some differences in the details. To open these devices, I'm sorry if the camera is a bit shaky, you have to twist the upper case. You can see here there's a little arrow. If you turn this a bit, you can release the speaker and give it a little bit more volume, which does improve the sound quality indeed. It's pretty much the same on the goobay soundball. Twist and release. The wavemaster has a bit of a different mechanism. You have to push downside and then there is this thing coming out. If you push it again, it's released, going back inside. So we leave this out for now because we're gonna just look at the sound quality right away. The altec speaker does not have such a mechanism. It comes just as it is. It's also the biggest speaker in our little review here, and I would say probably also for sure the most heavy one as well. The special thing about this one is that it's run through batteries. You can change the batteries. It uses 3 of those AAA batteries, while the other speakers are charged through USB and have a built-in non-changeable battery. So, well, what else? The Raikko speaker comes with this little nice bag to put it into, which is a lot bigger than the speaker itself. It could have been made in half the size and would still, the speaker would still fit in fine, but never mind. The goobay soundball does not come with such a nice bag, but brings along some adapters for various mobile phones, also a smaller plug like you can see here. The wavemaster, the box says that there should be, where did I find it? Yeah, on the very back. It says that there should be some adapters included, but somehow these were missing in my case. I don't know if this is a fault or the standard, but there is, of course, a charging cable, USB charging cable included. The altec lansing orbit does come with a bag to stow away the speaker. I don't know if this was really that necessary, since this is not that fragile to me, but And there's one small adapter here included in the box, and some batteries, and this hook too, which probably should be attached here. So let's go on with a sound check. A special thing to mention about the Raikko system is it only comes with one cable, which has this sound plug next to a USB cable, which goes into this micro, or is it mini or micro USB plug, while the others, the soundball, for instance, has a plug for the mini USB and an extra plug to put into your sound device. So this is the main big difference about these two. The mobi also offers a USB plug and an extra cable, which can be also stored away down here, but I don't really like the mechanism that much. But anyway, well, since the altec runs on batteries, the cable, there's only one cable with the typical 3.5mm plug, which can also be stowed away on the lower side. The batteries compartment is right here. If you twist that, it's going to come off, and you can change the batteries inside. Well, but back to the sound check. Let's start with the Raikko system. There is just a simple switch which turns the device on or off. When you turn it on, you see this little green LED indicating that it's currently turned on, something that's quite nice and useful on the soundball. This has a little weak three-way switch volume levels, but this is not feeling that much like it's gonna last for long. I put it on to high volume for the test here. The difference is not that great anyway. The mobi wavemaster offers also a three-way switch which allows two volume levels. I'm gonna put it to high volume as well. And the altec system is just this one button that you can push, and then there's the green light indicating the turned on speaker as well. Oh, I forgot to mention that there's the soundball also has a green LED. So the wavemaster is the only one not showing that it's actually turned on, and hopefully I believe I would forget this quite often too. Turn it off and let the batteries run empty. So let's plug in some sound. Raikko XS speaker is plugged in, and my MP3 player is turned on. I put it to medium volume. I'm gonna let it run for a bit. It's volume level 16 right now. Turn it a bit down. Sound quality is not overwhelming, but quite okay. At least it's definitely more than I would expect for such a small device. All the speakers that can be expanded should not be used while unexpanded. The sound quality really gets worse here. But this is quite okay and quite impressive. I like the sound quality itself. Let's switch over to the almost similar goobay soundball and see if there is a difference. But the sound indeed is a bit different here. It's somehow, I would describe it as less warm, and sounds a bit like a tin box. So since these almost seem to be the same devices, somehow the Raikko device over here is a bit ahead. The volume, the loudness impression is about the same, I'd say. No big difference here. So let's move on to the next one, to the mobi wavemaster. I'll plug it in here and push play again. Okay. Well, we quite have a change here. The sound is a bit less squeaky, a bit more well balanced, maybe also a little bit more damped, but quite okay. If you listen to it for a couple of seconds or minutes, then you sort of adapt to the sound, and I would say it's quite balanced, quite okay, really good. And let's move on to the next device, the altec lansing orbit. The sound quality here is, I'd say, rather close to the wavemaster mobi. I wouldn't describe it as any better. It's about in the same level, I'd say. So I'll try to turn up the volume a bit. I hope you can still understand. So let's change back to the wavemaster and see how this performs on the higher volume level. On the loudness is about the same, but I would describe the wavemaster sound as a bit fuller, a bit warmer, just slightly better than the altec system. And I hope this doesn't get too painful. Now, if we check out what the soundball has to offer here on the high volume. Well, okay. This is, it makes some noise, but the quality is not that convincing here. There's no bass compared to, or the lower frequencies are just cut off compared to the other two solutions. I would say this is the worst of those four tested devices, although it is acceptable. I mean, the integrated speaker in my mobile phone is a lot worse, and also the volume level is like a different planet, so this might be okay. Let's change to the Raikko system and see how this performs. Okay. This is quite different, especially on a higher volume level, from the goobay soundball here. Maybe let's compare it directly to the wavemaster to see how these two compare, because I believe they are not too far apart from another. Well, as mentioned earlier, I'm just going to turn this down a bit. As mentioned earlier, the wavemaster has a bit fuller sound. The Raikko is very okay, clean, clear, but has more heights and tends to be a bit squeaky maybe, but is quite acceptable. So I think I will go with this device, the Raikko. One more thing I would like to mention, of course, are the prices, which are differing a bit. The Raikko XS was sold on Amazon for €17. The goobay soundball over here is a bit cheaper. It comes around €15. The Mobi Wavemaster is a bit more expensive. It's €23, and the altec lansing Orbit is the most expensive device. Well, it's comes for €25. So, in my personal opinion, the winner is definitely the Raikko system for my needs. It offers good value, good acceptable sound quality. The wavemaster is a bit better, but this device is more compact, and this is something I really like. One special thing is, of course, you have to be careful not to lose that cable. This can of course be detached, and since this is a bit special, it's got, as I mentioned earlier, this USB plug on the one end, the normal audio jack on the other, and the normal USB plug for charging on any USB device. You shouldn't lose this one.